Welcome to LUV Fitness Studios podcast, live from Manchester, UK, speaking to entrepreneurs in the fitness, health and well-being industry, sharing stories about the real-life challenges and hustle. Now, over to your host, Nick Phillips.
Welcome to podcast number 9. Today I've got Mike from TAYLORMADE Boxing. How's it going, Mike?
Alright, thanks.
Thank you so much for coming in, mate. So I always like to start right at the beginning about childhood, school. So tell me about your childhood, mate.
Childhood, I don't know what, I had a decent childhood, tell you the truth. I can't be one of them who says like, my mum and dad was good and we always had food on the table. We weren't posh, but like, it was decent. We always had something like that. So yeah, it was alright, good childhood.
Yeah, school?
School. I want like school, it wasn't really for me. It was like, I want like the brainiest, like in school and I was probably couldn't read or write, but I want like bad. I want bad, but it just wasn't for me. I didn't get expelled or stuff like that, but I ended up leaving in like 4th year, and I just thought I was one of them kids who just thought I was just doing other things. Like I said, I was doing market stalls and I was just always earning money. So I was just thinking to myself, if I can't. It just wasn't for me. Like I said, couldn't read and write, I couldn't concentrate, so I was just focused on like making money and stuff like that.
Yeah, mate, very similar to me. Like I always used to think to myself, well, like the school is such a waste of time. I want to be out there, do you know what I mean, earning money and doing what you're doing. I think it's embedded in it from a young age. So go on. So what was your first bit of entrepreneur? What was the first memory of you making money?
I used to be like when I was younger, because round our way I had like I said, a good family and stuff like that, so it was like pretty respected around there. So when I was young, I was a bit of a loan shark as a younger age. I used to like borrow people money, even like the people who used to work for my dad, like I used to borrow them money till they'll get the wages on the Friday and then like charge them a little bit more. And then like people would come, like my mates, and like they'd give me the computers on tick and like say, give us, just say 20 quid, give us 20 quid and here's my computer, if I don't come back for it, sell it, do you know what I mean? And it's like, one time, some blokes knocked on the door and I'm like, my dad's answered the door, he went, "You're Mike in?" But like I thought going broke, I was probably like 12 or something, 13. And he's got, "What do you want Mike for?" So he went, "Oh no, you owe him this money from thing," and my dad's going like, "What the fuck?" Do you know what I mean? People men knocking on the door, borrowing money off me, and then it just went from
So
there.
how was you making that money then? Just
No, I was always like buying stuff and selling it on.
was you?
And like I was doing car boots. I had a driver like when I was 14 or something. I had a driver who was like used to drive me on a Sunday morning with all my stuff to the car boot, and we used to do our stuff and earn our money and come back. And then it just got bigger and bigger, and then I was buying more stock, and then it was like at the time when we were based in France. Yeah. It's like it was at that time, and like I used to like send them over to France. Get the beers, come back and I used to sell it and that.
So always thinking like, what's the next thing?
Yeah, I was always thinking.
What was your like fitness wise? As it like for school sports? Anything?
No, really wasn't. You know, I was on the football. I used to play a bit of football, but no, I was proper shit. Yeah. And then rugby, I got sent off for fucking fighting. And then no, I was really school. Short tennis and that was really good.
Short tennis?
Yeah, really good.
Wow.
I used to go in school at like 7 in the morning. It was. I used to do it before school. I used to play my tennis, and then used to go home at 9 o'clock when everyone was coming in. I was going out.
Right. So you enjoyed tennis?
I loved it. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Weight? Did you battle with weight as a child?
Yeah, I've always been like a little chubby ginger kid. But yeah, I was not wasn't massive, but I love eating though. So yeah, I want you really into fitness and stuff like that then.
Was you not?
I really want no.
Right.
I used to go to, but then my dad probably getting a bit too chubby, so my dad threw me into the boxing gym, Moston and Collier, Brian Hughes, and he used to put us in sparring and that, and then I just remember when I just said that, I remember like there used to be a box because I didn't have my own gloves. I used to sweaty hanging gloves with no padding in. And I remember sparring someone, he's hit me in the nose, and that's like my first taste of getting smacked in the face. Yeah, so yeah, it was good. My cousin was there, Craig Dermody, top boxer he was.
Right, was he pro?
Yeah,
Was
he was a top amateur as well. But if you mention if you go to West College or mention Craig Dermot to someone who knows about the boxing, they would have told you he was the future, but he ended up fucking it up.
Did it? What do you mean?
I think he ended up drinking and stuff like that. But yeah, he was the man.
So what age did you start at Collyhurst?
I was probably 10 or something, 11. No, couldn't have been. Probably about 12 or something there.
And did you want to do amateur boxing, or was it just for fitness?
I probably just went because my dad made me go, tell you the truth.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Sometimes, but I think when I got punched in the nose, I think
it hurts,
me off a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah, I'll be truthful, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was, a bit of a shock, but...
Yeah. Childhood, did you ever get bullied or anything like that?
No, I was... school and that, I got a big family, so in my school, all my family was in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't really get bullied.
Yeah.
You know, it was good. Like I say, I didn't not go to school because of all, actually, it was just like it wasn't for me. I had a laugh in that when I was in school, but I just wanted to be out, trying to earn some money.
Yeah. So what was next then? You joined the boxing gym, you were starting to make a bit of money, doing car boots, borrowing people cash. What was next? What was the next big thing for Mike?
I was just going in, like you said, I was just starting making money, doing market stalls, I was doing DVDs, I was doing catering vans, anything I could do that, I could make money. But then I went down a bit of a mad thing, doing things what I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
So it was getting a bit daft, and a lot of my mates were going to jail for a long time. So I used to always go to youth clubs and that, and then we used to get on well with the youth workers and that. So I ended up getting a job doing voluntary, fucking everything off. I'm relaxed right there, yeah.
You made it, it's a relaxed chat on the bar. Yeah, of course you can.
So I ended up fucking everything off, and ended up getting a job. Not a job, I started off voluntary in a youth club, Clayton Youth Club. I absolutely loved it. I just got on so well with them because I knew where they come from, and I was exactly the same. And some of the workers who used to work there was a bit too posh and used to get the piss took out of them. But and they had all qualifications, and it's the kids had more respect for me than they did for them. So it was really good. I got dead rewarded for it. I ended up going to college and doing my level 2 in youth service, and then doing loads of stuff like gang stuff, getting all my certificates of drink, drugs, gang stuff, everything. You know, it was really good part of my life.
What age were you when you got into that?
I think I was about 20, something 19, 20. Then I was working there for ages, and then I decided to go and do my personal training.
Right.
No. My boxing first, wasn't it? I ended up. So where did it start there? Arnie, you know Arnie, don't you?
Yeah.
So Arnie opened the gym. We used to follow Arnie anyway, when he used to box. But he opened a gym in Newton Heath, right in our area. Arnie was from Failsworth, but he opened this big gym. So we started going there, and I knew a lad called Paul McCall, and I used to go in there with him, and he used to punch fuck out of me every day. But I used to come home with fucking my lips, my fucking teeth out, my fucking nose. So I used to go in there with him, and he'd done some boxing and that, and he used to punch fuck out of me every day, to be truthful.
Did it?
But then I got really into it, and it's not like I didn't like it, if you know what I mean.
So was he using you as a sparring partner?
Yeah, I was just jumping in, but it was just to keep fit as well, do you know what I mean? Because we was doing pure rounds, it was good. Obviously we was training first, but then sparring nearly every night.
Yeah.
And it got that bad, and his dad come in and was going, we're not sure for this, they're fucking going at it then, do you know what I mean? It was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So, and then ended up in the days, because I didn't used to work, in the days I was going in and helping Arnie, with the boxers, him and Greg, with the boxers all day, David Barnes was there first, and then it just went from there and just went mad.
Got a love for training people then?
Yeah. I when he got the gym and with Barnesy and stuff like that, I was obsessed with him because he was so much of a cute. He was a smooth boxer, Barnesy. He was sick. He's another one where he could have been unbelievable.
Right.
Obviously he done really well. He done British title and stuff, but he could have went a lot further, Barnesy. And then we moved over then with Arnie to the other gym in Failsworth, and then there was people coming, like Bellew come, Frankie Gavin come, Collar was there, Joe Selkirk, Stephen Bell, he was funny. Who else? Ronnie Ephron, Paul Butler. I hope I haven't missed anyone out because they'll probably go fucking.
That's a good stable, that though, isn't it?
Yeah. Them kind of boxers, mate. So I learnt a lot of them.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot. I was with them every day. We used to go on training camps, Tenerife. And then, like I said before, everyone was always, obviously there was bills every week, so everyone, there was that many in the stable, someone was fighting every week, so it was in London, Cardiff, was everywhere. Yeah. Imagine all those boys, fucking all those. Mine had a minibus, and mate, it was fucking hectic, it was mint.
Yeah. So what year was that then? Was that when Manchester was booming with the boxing?
Yeah.
Was that when Ricky was fighting?
Yeah, no, it was after that. Well, yeah, just right near to the end. So because I'm not really good with my years and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like near his end, at Ricky's end.
Right.
Arnie'd already finished. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he'd done. He got the gym after he finished.
Yeah. Where's Arnie now?
He's in Failsworth. He's working. He's got his own gym, like in a school. I think they do like the private school thing. What I did.
Right.
They do like a private, helping the kids who've been expelled from school and that still.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. So you were with that quality stable then. Did you get qualified as a boxing coach?
Yeah, Arnie put me through to do my badges. So I was like I got my seconds license and my pro license, and my seconds license. Yeah. So I could be in people's corners and stuff like that. And I'd done my corners license as well. So yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was good.
Amazing.
Corners with them all.
You taking them on the pads as well?
No, I wasn't really. They probably wouldn't have got me. I wasn't really that confident with them. Yeah. Like the proper, like with Bellew and that fucking hell. And Frankie, they was just too good for that shit. They was unbelievable. Them unbelievable boxers.
Done it from a young age.
Yeah, yeah. So then I ended up taking everything off, like watching Arnie. Obviously. If it weren't for Arnie, I wouldn't have got into all my boxing stuff, and then I wouldn't have got my own gym, I wouldn't have done everything. So I do owe Arnie a lot in that way. And all the boxers, to tell you the truth, because I learned a lot of them. And then being seen with them all the time on tele, I was fucking on tele with them, Skype. It got me noticed into that game when I got my gym. Yeah. So I got a lot of respect for it, and my gym was absolutely firing. So yeah.
Was it? Yeah. How did you find your gym then?
I was always one for taking risks. So when I done my personal training, I had some little Studio 54, but it was only, mate, I'm not joking.
I think I've heard of that.
It's a crappy thing, right? But upstairs, like in the loft, there was like a little ring in there, one of the smallest training rings you can get. There was one of them in there, mate. I'm probably about 2 sizes of this or something. It want nothing. I was earning it for £50 a week. Right. So I was doing like little personal training stuff in the day, and then at the nights doing the classes and that. And within a fucking month or something, mate, we couldn't move in there. I had to like come out and go in the park or stuff like that. So one of the kids who come, his dad had a big massive mill, so he had a word with his dad. And then next minute I've gone to this mill and I thought, fucking hell, he's massive, I can't do it. Ended up getting everyone, because I wanted the community stuff, and everyone who come to the gym, it was mad. It was like a family thing. It was armoured, but like everyone was just got on. It was mint, mate. It was loads of us, and we ended up getting this big mill and like decorating it and doing it all up, and it was a shithole, proper shithole. But then we ended up like spending a few quid on it, and I got it mint. It was
They're the best days, aren't they? When, you know what I mean? When you
never get them back, mate. Them kind of things, never. Yeah. So then people seen what we was doing, because everyone was posting it, and obviously social media is the best thing in it, so everyone was posting it. It was just constant, and I know people saying like, how the fuck's he doing this? He's not even a proper trainer, or he's not this, that, the other. But it's not that. It's about how you treat people, and I can't even explain it. It was like a family, man. It was massive. It went massive.
What was the plan for the gym then? Was it to make more of a community, or was it just a vision you had?
Yeah, obviously, because I was into the youth service anyway. I was doing like a lot with the young kids, so I ended up like, obviously I knew all like the council workers and stuff like that. So then next minute I just got a phone call one day saying, "Hi Mike, all right, blah blah blah, about the youth service." He said, "We want to set up a thing at your gym where we get kids who've been expelled from school. We want them to come to you in the day, and then obviously, and then you look after them. We'll bring the teachers in, because we had the gym was only, we had bags. We ended up turning it into like, we had like a boxing section there, then the keep fit section there, and then we had like, it was that big, we had like 5-a-side football nets, we had basketball nets, we had like snooker table, pool table, table tennis. So it was like a youth club as well. We turned it like into a bit, get all the kids off the street.
Amazing.
So they ended up bringing kids, like I said, it's called a pupil referral unit. They ended up bringing kids in the day. So we ended up had to turn some of it into a kitchen. We turned another bit into a classroom. We had all like showers and toilets, and it was really smart. And then, so we had like a structure with them. Like 9 o'clock they'd come, and we'd do breakfast from 9 till 10. But what we should do them on a Friday, we'd do like a shopping list, what they'd want for that week. Yeah. So they were still getting educated then as well. Like they was picking a shopping list, how much this cost, because they had a budget. We was doing all that, and then we was doing like 9 till 10 breakfast. 10 till 12 they'd go into the classroom with a tutor. Our tutor used to come. Some mad scenes there, and some of them didn't want to work. And then 12 till 1 would be dinner, and then 1 while 3 they'll be doing like sport stuff. We do football, basketball, boxing, weight training, anything.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How long did you have that going for then?
Mate, we had that for a good few years. We was getting a right good load of money off them for that.
Yeah.
Then like we was doing like probation then. Probation getting hold of us. We had a top relationship with the probation. Like the police and all that used to come and like not in a bad way. Like the police used to come and like speak to them in our, you know what I mean? Like we just had a connection with like the community. It was mad. So people could come and sign on at probation at our gym. You know what I mean? So like they'd come, they could sign on and use the gym. You know what I mean? So we had a top relationship with them all.
So it was busy gym.
Mate, it was mint. Some people coming through that door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what happened? What was?
Well, so obviously the youth service being a youth service and the crew and that, they just come in one time. So I won't mention their names, but like just give us some young kid and like going, right, you look after him. We only started off with 1, so we had to look after him from 9 till 3. So then like we used to just do things with him because we didn't have to tutor stuff and that. No paperwork, no nothing. He used to just pay us at the end of the week. It was just like mad. But as time went on, they was finding the feet then, because it was a new thing, this pro. He was finding the feet, so we had to like jump over hoops for them. Like it was alright at one stage when they was just giving us kids and they, you know, I look after them, but then they'd go, oh, you need to put this in place now, you need to do this, you need to do that. And after the bit, it just got too much paperwork, too much. It just went a bit mad. So then they ended up not coming to us no more.
Did they not? Did you still have the gym then?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
They like shit on us, to say the truth. Yeah. We like. We done it. We like. How can I say it? We built up so much relationship with the young people. We ended up like having like 6 or 7 at a time, and then we built up a top relationship with them. And then next minute, it just fucked them off. So the kids always thought that someone was always like.
Do you still keep in contact with any of the kids?
Yeah, I do. You know, I do. I still see him. So one of them, like the first one who ever went, he's like fucking little son now still. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little mate.
Any of them gone to prison or anything like that?
Yeah. Most of them.
Right.
In and out, but they're good kids though. They're not gone to jail for nothing like stupid. They just obviously for being around in the city areas, it happens, doesn't it? But yeah.
So what was next for the gym then? Or I mean, what was next for Mike with the gym? What was the plan?
We just carried on. It was massive, so we just carried on. But I lost interest after we lost the kids. So I just lost interest in the building. So I broke it up. It was that big. I broke it up into 6 different units. So just like used to rent all different units out to people. So it was pretty easy. Everyone had their own key to their separate unit who hired it, so I didn't have to go in, clean up, I didn't have to open up, I didn't have to do anything. It was theirs to do whatever they wanted to do. All they had to do on a Friday is pay me. Right. So, and it made them, when they had people working for me, it's not the same, is it? Like they had to make their own money then when I rented them. So like they worked hard on it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, looked after them.
And I'm still dead close, like his auntie and that. he ran the gym for me for ages.
He's the powerlifter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how I first heard about your gym.
Yeah.
He was a Hurt Locker.
Yeah, Locker.
Yeah. He's been going for years, hasn't he? He's still there. What's he doing now?
Because obviously the gym's gone now, hasn't it? So he's got his own gym in Chadderton. He'll always do well, and I owe Ant a lot as well, because when I lost interest, he kept the gym going for me. Do you know what I mean? He kept it up. Yeah. He kept it going. Yeah. He's a good kid, Ant.
I've never met him, but he seems it. I think I used to have the hub in Radcliffe, and I think we got going.
I'm sure I've been there though.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm sure I did.
Yeah, over in Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got going over there, and he got going at a similar time.
I'm trying to think what I went there for. I can't remember. Did someone do a boxing class there or something?
Yeah, we used to do boxing.
Who was doing the boxing there?
Back in the day, we had who did we have? We had Danny Randall.
Yeah, I think Danny was there.
Yeah,
I think I went to Danny's boxing class.
Yeah, then he set up not far away.
It might have been box rooms then.
Right, so they were a bit further down. So yeah, it was all. Talking 8 years.
I do remember the hub though, the name of the hub.
Yeah.
That was the same time when I had the gyms and that. That's what it was, yeah.
So you lost a bit of interest then, was it?
Yeah.
Go on. So what happened?
I just ended up fucking, like saying, just running it out and just wasn't really much interested in the gym then.
Did you? What was next for you then?
What did I do after the gyms? I ended up managing. I was ended up managing my son. My son's like doing a bit into rapping now, so I'll just be like been looking after him, doing little stuff.
When did you close the gym then? Was it recent?
The gym cut it. I didn't really close it. Just after the furlough thing, it got burnt down. The old building, I was on the first floor, but it got burnt down just after it all. Right. It sounded like a bit as if like I done it or something then when I said that, like as if it got.
So you're talking this year, aren't you?
Yeah. It got. I haven't got a clue what's going on, but obviously something's going on.
Right. So the gym's gone now. Then.
Yeah.
So you're going into management.
Yeah.
Tell me about your fighting night when you did your boxing.
I'm sweating now thinking about it. I'll tell you how I got into this.
Yeah.
So obviously, like we went back. We'll take it back in it. So I used to train with Arnie, and like I keep saying, we used to train them. We used to go all over training with him, and obviously I was training with him. Got pretty good. And there was a kid who used to come called Matty Records. I don't know if you heard. He was on that circuit. So I used to spar him, and he was going, "Oh, you good? Why don't you have a fight and all that?" So no. So then I used to just train, like not to fight. Just used to train. I loved it, but I'd never had a fight. So one time we was in the gym, and it was all there, and we're talking about, so say one of them had a fight crawl or something, and we're talking, and his opponent, we're saying, but he does this, and I'm going, he does this, and like, they'll look at me and go, it used to be like a thing, shut mate, you've never had a fight, one of them, like try and palm me off. So I used to get annoyed on it, so then that keep going back to Paul McCall, who used to spar with, who was pissed with him one night, and he's done the same to me that night, going, shut up, you can't talk. We was at his house or boxing, I think it was, I'm sure, who was it? I'm sure it was Mayweather or, I can't remember, but anyway, it was a drinking at his house, and he's done the same. Shut up, keep thinking. I went, I'll fucking have a fight then, one of them. So that Matty Records was on that Warriors 1. Right. It was when Danny first started with his Warriors 1. Matty Records was on there, and he was coming to us training for it, and then thinking, I'm having a few things with him, and I'm thinking, I'm doing alright against him, and he's having a fight. So then we watched the fight, and then who was he fighting? I think it was his old mate, I think, Ben, sure it was. And then after the fight, he's come back to the gym, going, you should do it. So I said, they're all egging me on then, all the boxers going, fucking get it done. So I was like, shitting it, tell you the truth, you know what I mean? It's like, it's alright, people say, go and have a fight, it's you and them in that finger. Yeah. And I think it wasn't more of a scared of that, it's like, I think I was scared of getting embarrassed and getting knocked out or something, do you know what I mean? So we ended up getting on foot with Danny, and
did you know Danny anyway?
No, I met him through Matty.
Right.
So Danny come up to the gym and that, and says like, Danny, I like Danny. Danny's a top kid. I've always got on with Danny. I've got loads of time for Danny. So he's ended up coming up, and I kind of watched us, and I said, yeah, decent. So then I was sparring people who'd been on that Warrior, and I got pretty confident because I had Arnie training me. He's fucking training all the top boxers and all that. So like my confidence was up and that. So then, anyway, he's put me on the show. I fucking got on with shorts made and everything. Sponsors and all that, like in my boxer. This is what I used to laugh at because, like, when you're boxing and that, you always try and get as loads of sponsors and all that, but it's what, you know what I mean? So I just don't understand it now. But I ended up training really fucking hard for it, to tell you the truth, because I was, like I said, I didn't want to get shown up. So I think Danny being Danny, last minute was, you're fighting this kid. So like I put it on my Facebook or whatever. Yeah, I'm fighting this kid. It was on the poster. So then,
was this Warriors 2 then?
Warriors 2.
Was it?
Yeah,
same one as me, that.
Yeah, was you?
Yeah.
You get knocked out, did you? No. Listen to this then. So I've got go on and I'll fight. So then, like I still said, I trained on that for it, and then the day before my fight, my cousin's phoned me. I don't know where it was or something. His cousin's phoned me. I'll always never forget it. So he's phoned me, going, "Who are you fighting?" So I said, "Oh, Lee Wiggler." He went, "I'm fucking watching him now." He said, "He's knocking every fucking out here. Have you seen the size of him?" And I'm always like thinking, I've never had a six pack or anything. I've always been fit and that, but like, I've never had like the best fucking body. So he went, "Nah, come out of my house." So I've gone out of his house. He's put him on the fucking internet, and I'm looking, and boom, he's knocking this kid out. And I'm thinking, fucking hell. So then, ended up going to the fast forward into the night. So I've gone in my change room. I walked in thinking it was hard as fuck. I had Anna doing my corner. I had fucking Bellew. I had everyone if someone to look for, I thought, he's fucking mint. He's got all them about him. Do you know what I mean? Because they was the up and coming names. They was fucking doing bits at a time. So I was in the change rooms and I'm fucking shitting it. I won't lie. You know what I mean? I sold about 100 odd tickets. I smashed it. I had a big following. So I was in the change room getting fingered up and all that, and I've got my shorts on and got all taped up and all that. So I thought, go and have a look at the venue and that. So I walked out. So I've gone to see all my crowd and that. So they're all going, Myvany and all that. I was thinking, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Just not in the right place, are you? So then I've looked at the thing and so I'm just like on top of a bit of the balcony. Yeah. Next minute, mate, someone's in the ring. Boom! Kid knocked a clean out, yeah? So I thought, not said out to these, I'm thinking, fucking hell. It was like Warrior and Warrior 2, that's when they were just beginning, weren't they? So the referees, it wasn't like, oh yeah, let's stop it. It was like to the fucking knockout. You was getting knocked out or you're not fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it wasn't no referee stepping in going, oh no, he's alright. So next minute, this kid's gone, fuck off, knocked out. First fight, I've watched his second fight, kid spark out. Third fight, kid got carried off. You probably knocked someone out a little bit. No. Kid got carried off on a stretcher. Right. I was thinking, fucking hell. Yeah. So I've gone back to my changing room and I thought, I'm not watching no more. So,
was you later on in the night?
Yeah, because I sold so many tickets. Right. I was later on. Yeah. So even more tickets you sell, like he wants you there, so the crowd's still there, doesn't it? Yeah. So I then go back next minute. He called my name on there. You're on next and all that. So I'm thinking, fucking right, this is it. Walking in and that, and then everyone's like trying to grab me. I know, like fucking about.
What was your come out song?
What was my first come out song? I think it was Soldier Boy. I think.
Was it?
Soldier Boy. Yeah, I think it was Soldier Boy. Was it Soldier Boy? I don't know why I should forget that because I fucking know all my songs and that. So I've ended up coming out, but I promise you now, I'm not like people say, yeah, fucking I was up there. Mate, I had to jog to the ring because I thought, I'm fucking not doing it. Do you know what I mean? I was seeing people getting knocked out and all that. I wasn't shitting it because I'm not scared of shit like that. It's just like, I just didn't want to embarrass myself. Imagine my mum and dad was there, you know what I mean, gonna get knocked out. So I jogged to the ring And then like once I was in there, I was fucking put on the top performance state chief on the first. Like, yeah, I was fucking proper proud of myself. I think you would get probably didn't. He was a good kid, that Lee Wiggler, but I don't know if Danny gave him a few quid to like me fucking win or something. But I done well. I was in and out. I done really well. So everyone's like, oh yeah, Mike's the man, because like it was good.
Did you get a win?
Yeah, I got caught. Yeah, man. I didn't really get touched. I think the truth. And I was thinking, fucking, like, you know what I mean? I thought it was hard then.
Yeah.
So then there's a kid called around our way called Selvin Squires. He's been doing kickboxing for years, fitness, right? He's older than me, but like he's fit all his life. So he'd fought this Lee Wiggler, like on must be the Warriors one then. So next minute it was like, well, he's from round your way. Danny's counting pound signs. I know you are, Dan. I know you was. So he was counting pound signs. So he's thinking Mike and Selvin, just from the same area. Yeah. He's fought Lee Wiggler, but I'd battered this Lee Wiggler better than what Selvin did. Do you know what I mean? I didn't really get touched on it or whatever. This is what he was saying. So I shouldn't even fight. It was my second fight, so I shouldn't even really been getting in the ring with this Selvin. So me have gone, yeah, fuck it, go on then. So then, big build up to it. And I didn't really know Selvin. I knew of him when he was a right hard cunt. But I just thought, fuck it. And then it was like, we ended up arguing, look in the same area, and he's going, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then people phoning him going, just seen Selvin fucking running up Factory Brew with bricks in his thing and all that. Do you know what I mean, mate? And I was thinking, what, mate? I had a few quid on that. I didn't need to do this boxing, and I was thinking to myself, I got like dragged into it. You know what I mean? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? So then I've trained hard for it. No, you know what? In fact, I'm not saying it, but I probably didn't train as hard as I should have. Because I thought I was cocky. I was cocky then because I had that fight. I thought I was going to touch him or that. But so then that might have come back to the thing going, yeah, you'll smash that self. You're too fast for him. You know, like put it into you. So I go, yeah, go on, and I fight him. And then I remember like we probably got for our money what we probably got more like what professional boxers got. What for their like second fight. Professional boxers were getting like $500 for the 500 quid or $1,000 for the first couple of fights. I think me and Selvin probably got about $4,000 or something, $5,000. We sold that many tickets. Wow. And that, yeah, I'm sure we got a right few quid anyway.
Yeah. Where was it at this fight?
Selvin's was at the Ritz.
Was it? Was that the first one you did there?
No, yeah, but done Park Hall.
Yeah.
Was Lee Wiggler. Then was Selvin at... Did I go back to Park Hall? I don't know. Did you actually use that Park Hall?
Yeah, I think
I think the third one might have been at the Ritz, or it might have still been Park Hall. I think it was Park Hall, and yeah, it was Park Hall. Yeah. So then that night, I thought like I'm the man of fucking thing. So then it was like it was even like arguments who was coming out first, and I like like as if it was proper fucking. It's a world title fight. So I won't go out first. Fuck that. The shitbag goes out first and all that. Yeah. So we had a fucking argue then, and we ended up doing a toss, and I won the toss, so I come out last. And that, do you know what I mean? And I come out to that man. But then, like, obviously I've gone to the ring then, but I wasn't scared this time because of the thing which I should have been. You probably know, if you're a bit nervous, you fight better, don't you? Do you know what I mean? I just went in there. So I remember being at each other's corners like this, and next minute fucking gone to meet him in the middle, and I just looked at him and I thought, what the fuck? He was me. I was like white, fat ball kid I was. He had muscles on some muscles and thing, and he was massive. Like I was just looking at him. I swear to God, I'm not like, I'll be dead honest with you, but mate, what the fuck have you done here?
Head guards or no head guards?
No head guards, no. Mate, 10 ounce gloves, fucking to the knock. Like now, they're a bit thingy with it, aren't they? It's like it's a bit like, oh yeah, mate. Then it wasn't.
It was no head guards.
People used to blag and put things in 8 ounce gloves and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking Gomez and all that used to do the 8 ounce gloves.
Sat next to him.
Yeah. So it was always like it was dodgy as fuck, but like the bell went, fucking gone out. But like, I was always like, I was good on my feet, me. But for some reason, like, I stood there. He got me into his fight. So obviously he was right big, and I felt every fucking punch. Even when I punched him on his arm or something, it was hurting me because he had that many muscles, you know what I mean? He was massive. So then, I can remember like the end of the first round, like say the last 10 seconds, he caught me with a good few. And the bell went, so I've gone back to the thing.
Who did you have in your corner this fight?
Maka, I think Maka was in my corner because Arnie couldn't do it because someone grassed us up because you're not allowed to do it, do you know what I mean? So that Paul McCall was in my corner. But they was up where Paul was, he was like, I've got pictures and that, it's like Arnie, again, Bell, you. It was all around my little thing, so I was like, didn't want to show them up as well. I had pure pressure on me. Didn't want to show them up, and they're fucking screaming at me. And I remember like after we got hit them a couple of times with Selvin for the first round, I went back to my corner, like, I promise you, mate, your fucking legs went. You know, like you know, your legs go, don't they, when you get a good hit. So I'm sat there like thinking, fuck's sake, I've got another 2 rounds of this. So then I got up, and that's when I felt my legs like, and if you watch the video, like I go back to Bill, you're like, I go, my fucking legs have gone. He went, you see him go, get fucking out of there, just put it in. But that made me fight better then, because the last 2 rounds, like we had a fucking bit of a war and that. So I done myself proud to say I got beat, but didn't get knocked out, and we had a good scrap. If you deserve to win, I'm not taking anything away from you.
Can you see this on YouTube? Is it
on YouTube? It's on YouTube.
I'll put a link into
the but yeah, I've taken nothing away from him. But like I shouldn't have been in the ring with him, but I've done myself proud again. So I never got shown up at that either. So I was pretty proud of myself.
Amazing.
I was gutted with a loss, but so then it put me off for a bit, and then I started training again. And they go, you can't go out for loss. This is them again, all fucking winding me up in the boxing gym. You can't go for loss like I'm a fucking big professional.
Probably a good night out for them though.
Them nights out then. Danny's shows was unreal. It was unreal. So then, what was it again? So then, I got put in with another fucking big Ali Harris. Right. So Ali, do you remember Ali? No. He was the doorman off everywhere, town, everywhere. He's a big icon, he's a cage fighter and wrestler, his fucking ears are all fucking finger and all that. So again, I was with them because I was with them all the time, and say, Danny had told me, go, right, do you want to fight him? And I couldn't go, nah, I'm not fighting him. It's like, you can't say that, can you? So I was like, yeah, go on then. And he used to always think to himself, why did you fucking put yourself in these predicaments? You know what I mean? But I was like, one of them kids, if you want to fight, I'm not going to say no. So I ended up with this Ali, and mate, he was fucking bigger than himself. Selvin was done his corner for him.
Right.
This is at the Ritz now, I remember, it's all coming back now. So this Ali as well, like, he was a nice kid, and that I probably was a nuisance. He probably didn't like me as well because I was always a nuisance to me around town, and that was being a little twat, and he was the bouncers, his brother Marco. Good kids as it goes. But for some reason I ended up having a scrap with him. So there was a nightclub around our way, Failsworth, called The Lock, and he was dead, them two was a dead doorman on there, no one fuck about with him and that. It's like everyone's going, you fighting Ali? I was like, yeah. He's going, why? Do you know what I mean? I was going, I don't fucking know. So then I trained pretty, I trained good for that. It made me train more because obviously I got beat off the other one. So train went really well, and I remember going for the weigh-in, and that again, I don't know if it was the same thing all the time when I got there. It's like I used to doubt myself, thinking, fuck, and I remember standing up to him, and then like I was thinking, I was there, but then his head went again. You know what I mean? He was massive, and like mate, probably his body fat was fucking. Mine was probably fucking chunky like that, and then he was like, it's all on YouTube. This is So he fight night. And then like he had all his boys and Selvin's boys. What Selvin wasn't like against me, but he was just training him because he must have been saying like, this is how you do it, this is how you do thing. Because Selvin was a come forward fighter. If I was fighting someone like me when I did fight, I'd be pressure because I was a mover. Do you know what I mean? Bam, bam, I'm moving. I could move for a fat kid. So he's probably telling him this. So then again, it come to Ed's. Again, we're in the ring. So first round, what did I come out to? I'm asking you what I come out to. I come out to victory. off P Diddy.
Yeah.
Come out to that top tune. So then got in the middle again. And again, that comes to me head again. What the fuck are you doing again, Mike? Why are you doing this? You don't need to do this. So then, as soon as the bell goes, as soon as your bell goes, you're right. So the bell went, and the first round was like, he was like fucking wrestling me and trying to throw me and fucking thing. We weren't really hitting each other. It was like more like running in and just grabbing me and all that. I was fucking getting pissed off and that. And then second round, again, right, I was like, I wouldn't let him near me then. But because he was that big and that, he wasn't really he wasn't dead fast. So I was like, boom, boom, and moving, and then like, they're all shouting that that's how to do it, and he was telling me what to do, and I was going, boom, boom. And as the fight was going on more, I was coming up more. Do you know what I mean? I was better. I worked him out. Because on the first round, remember, I was like there, and I used to go, he wasn't that fast, and he used to like jab, and he's like, he hit me with the jab instead. And I was thinking, fucking hell, he is fast. So then, and as the round went on, I got better, and it didn't really hit me, because if he would have hit me, mate, I would have been fucked. No, honest, mate, he was massive, and he was. If you watch the fight, mate, he was swinging to kill me. Yeah. Yeah, he really was. But ended up winning that fight. So like obviously, he was like the main man around our way on the doors and all that. So then my mates have not told me this. They've already got me a banner saying, I didn't know this though. So we went back to the party, and the banner when you walked in was Mike Cock of the Lock. Right. Mate, well, I'm thinking he's gonna fucking kill me when I come back to that lock, do you know what I mean? But and then he got word out saying like, right, I'm your cage fight now. I was thinking, fuck off, you mad? Wow. Yeah, so I think he wanted to kill me for that, like little fat kid beating him. Yeah. Yeah.
So you didn't have the cage fight?
Nah, I didn't have No.
So three good fights?
3 good fights. I think I had 3 with Danny.
Yeah.
Did I? 3 with Danny. But then I started putting my own shows on and that then.
Did you?
Yeah. Because of my gym, and I had all the boxes in there, I was training people then to fight. Right. So then I thought to myself, I was watching Danny thinking, I can do that. Yeah. I'm same as Danny. Danny like knows everyone from everywhere, and I'm the same. Yeah. So it was easy for us to get the people, and like me and Danny likeable people. Yeah. Well, I sometimes I am. But no, so I ended up getting like loads of fighters and putting my own shows on. White collar? Yeah. Right. Yeah. What were they called? TAYLORMADE Promotions. Right. Yeah. So where did you do them at? Done them in the working men's club round our way. Yeah. Like 300 people. It wasn't like a massive thing. It like all 300 people. I think I ended up putting about 5 shows on or something. And then people, it was like Daniel will probably tell you, like his first one, people drop out last minute or this day with a ticket, so it was like, fuck, it was an headache. Yeah. So I had to jump in. Like, so obviously, like, or like me and Dino, some like the trainers, or Mike, there was another trainer at our gym, Mike Gardner, like, say, obviously, people paid the tickets, and on the day, people wouldn't turn up. Right. So we couldn't, like, fucking put 3 fights on because of how much they've paid or whatever. So I had to like, yeah, you have to jump in, and we like, I remember once being out all weekend and fucking, there was a show on, mate, and then going out, I wanted to jump in, and like, I was like, felt a bit so pissed at that. I ended up having a
So did they know, the people you're fighting knew that you just jumped in? Did you have a little chat with them and say, let's just have a dance around the room? Or was it like,
no, I had to do things. People pay their money. Mate, you know what it's like at them shows, you want to see fucking blood, don't you? You want to see, do you not? Yeah. The better the fight is, the more, we used to have girls fighting, and the girls fights was the fucking best. It was mad. But people just want blood, so I had to jump in a few times and fucking and like get the other trainers to jump in on the fight, and that, it was fucking mad. Brilliant. It was crazy. And then I stopped fighting for ages, and I was putting a show on, and I didn't, like I say, I didn't really enjoy the fight. So I'm in bed one day, my cousin's phoned me, I'm going, oh, you putting a show on, aren't you? So I said, yeah. He said, oh, I've just been speaking to some kid, he said he wants you to fight on it. So me again, who? So he said, oh, some crane or something. So I've gone, they've been in the pub, so they must have been arguing or fucking about doing what they do. Said, oh, Michael, I'll do your mic and all this shit between each other. And phone me pissed 12 o'clock at night, so I've like been in bed and what? Oh yeah, go on, yeah. And just put the phone down, mate, I didn't think anything of it. Next minute, fight's on. We're all talking shit for ages and back and forth, this, that, the other. But I didn't want to fight again. So I said, "Are you serious?" He's training with this kid, that chore, he's doing this, doing that. And I was thinking, fuck's sake. But then like the kids from round our way again, and he's like, he knew all our family, so it's like a big pressure thing again, like who's the fucking man, do you know what I mean? Round our way. So I started training and I thought, right, I'm gonna have to put a stop to this. But they train really, and because I was like a bit older and I trained like proper, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I trained really, really well, and that's probably like the best shape I was in for some reason.
Was it?
Yeah.
What age were you then?
Fucking, mate, I'd always say it was about, what did I say? About 9 years ago or something, 10 years ago it was.
Yeah.
I was probably I was in really good shape. So I put the show on then, so I made myself the main, the last one, main event. So again, it's like just pure pressure again. Everyone was there, all my family was there, everyone from round our way. It's like, because he was from round our way, same pubs or whatever. It was like, he was hammered, absolutely hammered. And I remember like being in the change rooms again, and my cousin coming in going, he's saying he's a bit sorry for like saying some of the things that he'd been saying and that. So I said, what do you mean? He went, I don't think he's as good as what he's saying, you know. He said, just take it easy on him. I said, take it easy on him. I said, I'm going to fucking waste him. He went, what do you mean? I said, mate, it's rather him or me. And he was a big lad.
Yeah.
He's not, one of the night, I don't know where it come from, because he's a top kid. So I think he might have just been pissed and thought I have to follow up with it or whatever. I don't know. So I said, listen, mate. He said, just like, I said, no, mate. I said, I'm going at it. I said, he's in there, it's fucking swinging me. I said, I'm going to do him. So then I got in. I was proper nervous for this one for some reason, more than Selvin, more than any of the outlet, just because it was a local thing and everyone knew each other.
Yeah.
So I ended up going, and then the first round goes, and I'm coming out, and I'm feeling a bit sluggish because I was like tensed up in it, because you want to win that much. So I was feeling a bit thinking. Next to me, he's like, we come together, he's picked me up. So I wound me up. I thought, fucking, like, threw me, do you know what I mean? So the next thing I was quite thinking, and I remember just like going, this is on it's on YouTube. I've gone like pretending to jab him and hitting him with a right hand. And then as he's like gone, I've gone boom, 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 3 ups on his way down. It was like he was over in like 17 seconds or so. Oh mate, the relief was fucking unreal. Yeah, but I've got it in my corner, and I was that mad, like, so up for this fight for some reason. Like, everyone's going, yeah, but he's getting up off the floor. So I'm watching him, he's sat in the corner, like, not sat in the corner, stood in he gets put to the corner. So I'm thinking, as soon as he gets up, mate, and the ref says, go, I'm going to fucking steam at him. But like, I'm ready to, and the next thing, like, my mum's like, come jump on the ring. This is how mad it was, like, it was mad. My mum just like, yeah, I went, fucking get off, mate, like, to me, because I thought, I'm going for him, do you know what I mean? But like, that was the last time I fought him.
Was it?
But the kids, I'm not here slagging the kid, but he's a good, decent kid.
Yeah.
A decent kid, so I don't know where it all went wrong there.
So was that it then? Is it five fights?
Yeah, but then I had another one, didn't I, like, I had to jump in.
Right.
And then I done one with like another kid called Dean. But that was that's like a...
Would you ever think about getting the white collar events going again?
Yeah, I would probably do. I really enjoyed it, and I was good at it. I'm good at organising stuff and stuff. Like I say, I'm not best at fucking reading and writing, but I'm good at practical stuff. And
so there's another one coming, maybe.
Could be. Yeah.
Would you go down the route of opening up a gym again?
This is what. Yeah, I'm really thinking about it. Not for me to like train people in.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, but I won't mind getting one. To tell you the truth. I like giving things back. I do a lot. I used to do a lot for the community, mate. I used to do I give things back. Do you know what I mean? So I won't mind getting one round like Newton Heath, Moston and Failsworth, just one somewhere in the middle, and just having it like where young people can go. Like you're saying, not just as a boxing gym. Like, mate, there's nowhere where kids can go and do anything no more. So I would probably I'd try and get somewhere where. I could have a boxing gym, I could have a fitness room, and I want that back again, like 5-a-side stuff, basketball stuff. I think, mate, where do you see kids these days on the computers fucking about?
Yeah.
I don't see anything like that no more.
That's it. He's giving them something to do it.
Yeah.
But like the boxing gyms are there. What obviously with COVID going on at the moment, like.
Yeah. Well, if you're a professional, you can go in boxing gyms, can't you, at the minute? But like, it's hard, and like obviously, boxing gyms like Moston and Colliers, Crawlers, or like even all the other ones, Northside, they rely on funding of like people like us who've got businesses, or you know what I mean, like little sponsor stuff and all that. But then people's businesses are closing down, so I don't know how they're all they're gonna struggle. Do you know what I mean? It's not fair on them. And then the government just put out for the sports thing for everyone, like horse riding, fucking so much million thing. Amateur boxing now.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, like they've put like racing cars, or not give everyone all money, horse riding and thing, and then boxing, nothing. Amateur kids.
It's like the heartbeat of communities as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's where all the most best boxers come out of. Do you know what I mean? From the streets, aren't they?
Yeah. So through your whole journey of being around gyms, what would you say? Who's the best boxer you've been around? Or is it too many to mention?
There's the best boxer I've been about is Frankie Gavin. He ended up like me and him ended up being very, 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 very close mates. Still to keep in touch with him. He's gone back to Birmingham, but he come down here from Manchester to train. He was the best amateur in the world. Do you know Frankie?
Yeah, Frankie, good time.
Yeah, fun time, Frankie.
Fun time, that's yeah.
He was like the best. He was a world amateur champion. No one could get near him. He was the best boxing. He like me. Like he just liked eating and fucking having a little drink and that, whatever. But
who did he fight? Who was his last fight?
He fought. Was Sammy's last fight, or did he fight after that? I think he fought after that, didn't he? But obviously, I've been involved with him since day one. So I was in his corner for like his Irish title, his Commonwealth title, his British title. We had a European title against Bundu. We had the world title against Kelbrook. So I've been proper about the boxing stuff. But he's probably the best. But as well, Joe Selkirk. Man, fucking people who know the boxing and know Joe, they'll say like he was one of the best fucking talent again, but like did not follow through with it.
Right. Any youngsters coming through the ranks that you've got your eyes on?
Do you know what, mate? To tell you the God's honest truth, I fell out. I don't know. I'm not really involved as much as I want to be at the moment, so I'm not really watching. I've not been watching, but no, I've not really been watching. So no, I can't name it for the right top of my head now.
Happy days. Right, brilliant, Mike. You've been absolutely fantastic. Where can people find out a bit more about Mike? I'll post your last two fights that you spoke about. I don't need to see that. I don't know. Yeah, I won't watch him anyway. So yeah, are you on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Mike TAYLORMADE Taylor.
And your son's doing well in the rapping game.
He's doing really well. Tays MCR on Instagram. He's doing well. Got a song out today and a video out Thursday. I don't know when this is getting put out.
Yeah, amazing. Nice one, Mike. Thank you so much for coming down.
Amazing.
Nice one, mate. Brilliant.
Thank you.